you do realize what you guys did is that you birthed an era. The Nikola Jokic's, the Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
Those guys they probably wasn't born then, but their parents and people and coaches, they saw that, the Dirk Nowitzki's.
Yeah.
The Page, because at the time, if I'm not mistaken, the only guy that I can remember in that era was like Sabonis.
Yeah.
I think Peja.
Yep.
Sarunas Marciulionis.
Yep.
There were only a handful. It's not littered, like, and I don't mean that in a negative term, but it wasn't the influx of foreign European players like it is now.
Well, shout out to the great late David Stern. I think that was his vision, to be honest, to make the game international.
Right.
And it was really funny. Like the first time I met Dirk Nowitzki, he was like 18. And we're overseas. This was a Nike trip. And he's got like 30 at halftime. And I got like Scottie Pippen and some other good. We got like, Nike was always ahead of the curve, taking us to foreign countries to play. Dirk's got like 30. And Scottie was like one of the best defenders in the world. He's like, I got him. Dirk got finished like 50 something.
You ain't got it, Scottie.
And I said, yo, man, who the hell are you? And he got that thick German. My name is Dirk Nowitzki. I'm 18. I said, 18? You want to go to Auburn? I says, just name your price. We're good. He's like, what? He said, I want you to go to my college. I said, hey, told the Nike guys, get this information. They called me back a week later. No, because he said something. He says, I got to go in the Army. I said, yo, man, you 7 feet tall. You're not going in the damn Army. You're not going in the Army. Nobody going to have no 7-foot person in the Army. And and they called me back like a month later. I said, Chuck, they changed the rules now. He going to go in the draft. I said, okay. And, people don't even realize this. He didn't get drafted by the Mavs. He got drafted by Milwaukee.
Right.
And I hate to say this, and I apologize to his family. It's probably going to go down one of the worst trades in NBA history because they traded him for Robert Tractor Traylor.
You did.
And Traylor was a nice kid, rest in peace. But that's probably going to go down. That's a bad trade. Because Dirk's, up until to Joker, he was the greatest foreign player ever.
Right.
And when the Joker finished,
you was taking him over Olajuwon as foreign player?
I kind of look at it different because
you like Akeem did play on American soil for a number of years. These guys came straight from overseas to the NBA.
Shout out to Akeem. It was an honor and privilege to play with him also. But listen, by the time
Jokic is the best foreign player.
Yes.
It's over. He done passed Dirk. He passed Dirk.
Yeah,
it's over.
Listen, because I think they're gonna win this thing again.
Did you think? I remember watching him. I followed his career since I played in Denver, and I've been following him. And I watched him in the bubble in 2020, and I watched Anthony Davis gave it to him.
Yeah.
But now
it's over.
He's on a different. Chuck.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy can give you 30, 20, and 15.
Like
there's nothing he can't do.
Well,
offensively.
What's crazy? Like last night.
Yes.
We were making a big deal because Aaron Gordon played fantastic.
Yes.
Fantastic. Jamal Murray played great. And then we were looking at the stats last night. We're like, man, the Joker had 24, 15, and 9. That's the easiest 24, 15, and 9. And we didn't mention him.
On 13 shots.
We did not even mention him. We made a big deal. We interviewed Aaron Gordon because he had career highs in points and assists, rebounds, excuse me. And I was looking at the stats. I said, man, Joker had 24, 15, and 9.
Right.
And it was so quiet. We didn't even talk about it. But, there's two interesting stories in the NBA that people never talk about. Steph Curry and Joker. If you talk about people who deserve their job and people who should get fired, you know that when the Golden State Warriors had to make a big decision between Steph Curry and Monte Ellis.
Yes.
And most people got mad they traded Monte because Steph was always hurt. And same thing with Joker and Nurkic.
Yep.
They were like, y'all should keep Nurkic instead of the Joker. And you think about how different. One guy got 4 championships, and he's one of the greatest players in NBA history. And this guy's gonna be.
He got to be about to get his third MVP.
Yes.
And possibly
and
another ring.
you talk about changing the entire dynamics of your franchise of history. That's amazing. Like, we made the right decision.
And Yoke went in the second round.
I know, but they had to make that decision.
Yes.
And the same thing, because they knew that Monte Ellis and Steph, that you can't play two little guards like that.
Nah.
And people were mad on both accounts. That's how crazy this life is.
Chuck, the Athletic had a poll, and this guy has been winning most overrated for like the last 5 years, and that's Rudy Gobert. Why does Rudy get so much flack?
Well, I think that we don't respect defensive players. You know, I love ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
Love ESPN. We don't show block shots unless it's Anthony Edwards. That shot block
Or
shot.
LeBron
yes.
chase down.
Or LeBron chase down. We never show defense. We show guys making shots and dunking. Like, ESPN is amazing. Don't get me wrong, but in a 2-hour game, they show you a minute, maybe a minute. I doubt if the highlights of the game last longer than a minute.
Right.
They ain't showing Rudy Gobert blocking shots or changing shots.
Wemby, we showing Wemby blocking shots.
Yeah, because but they gonna show him making threes and taking the ball behind his back and everything. But you know, we don't show defensive players. Like, you think about it. In the NFL, we talk about the Bosa brothers, Michael Parsons. We very seldom talk about defensive players.
Correct.
Because defense isn't pretty. Like, unless Michael Parsons making a sack or something, or one of the Bosa brothers, Hutchinson in Detroit, Aaron Donald, who's amazing. Shout out to Aaron Donald, man. It's been an honor and a privilege to watch you play. But we only show offense.
Yeah, because now it's an offensive era.
Yeah.
They don't let you play football like they had when they had Butkus and they had LT, your
Yes.
Ray Lewis's, the Ronnie Lott that were decapitating people out there.
Yeah.
They don't want to show that
No.
side of the game because they're trying to clean it up and said, look, we're trying to stay away from, we want to make the game safer.
Yeah.
But you want to see all these one-handed, you're going to see every one-handed catch that happens on Sunday, though. You're going to see that.
You're gonna see that. Yeah.
So, this is the greatest player of all time. It seems to be a two-man race now. Michael Jordan, LeBron James. Hey, Kareem is the most underrated player in the history of the NBA.
Yes.
He was the all-time leading scorer, the third leading rebounder. He won 6 MVPs, 5 championships, and that make it seem like the man was some sauce.
Yeah. Well, I got nothing but admiration for Kareem. First of all, the activist he's always been.
Yes.
You know, I find let's talk about the Michael LeBron thing. They played in different eras. They're, in my opinion, they're right there. It's either A or B.
Okay.
But I will say this about LeBron. Number one, I like him a lot as a person. I think he's a nice guy. Never said that about Michael Jordan. So he'll kill you. He'll kill you. I've said there's two things. I put Kobe right there also, but Michael and Kobe will kill you. LeBron's a nice guy.
Right.
Michael and Kobe will kill you. If they played against their sister, she gonna get her ass kicked. LeBron, like, he ain't gonna beat up his sister. But I would say this about LeBron. I think it's the greatest story of any jock who's ever lived. Because if you go back and look about guys who came out of high school, people forget Kobe struggled early.
He did.
Kevin Garnett struggled early. LeBron James is the only one, because we had his first game. I say LeBron James is the only one who didn't struggle right away.
Right.
He came in and was a good player. He wasn't great right away, but he was a good player.
Right.
But also in this generation where everybody's got a cell phone and people out to get you, he's never gotten in trouble. He's exceeded what the NBA
expectations.
Any expectations.
Whatever you thought he could be.
Yeah.
And because he was the chosen one
Yes.
on the cover of Sports Illustrated
Yeah.
17. So whatever you thought he could be,
He's just eclipsed it.
he's eclipsed it.
And to never get in trouble in this generation. Like I say, everybody's got a cell phone now. People are deliberately trying to get you.
Yes.
I think it's the greatest sports story ever, in my opinion.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because you know we like to do something before two something.